Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Here today we are answering this question you might have sometimes. How I do overcome my fear to the camera. And here I'm with a model from, she's half Peruvian, half Danish. I just met the other day in central Stockholm. Her name is Cecilia. So I just give you the word. I mean, you can introduce yourself. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Cecilia, and like you said, I am half Danish and half Peruvian, but I am living in Sweden, and that's a long story by itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she has a lot of experience. She told me she's afraid of the camera, and I guess a lot of people have faced this sometimes. Even myself, I have to say, it's been a lot of kind of a journey for me in self-development. So please, Cecilia, what would you say to especially girls, I guess, how could we overcome the fear to the camera?
Yes, well, it was a very long journey for me that I first had to learn this. I recognize the feeling of there are many times where you look in the mirror and you feel like, oh, I look pretty today. But the moment a camera comes up and they say picture time, suddenly you feel, okay, should I smile? Should I look serious? Oh no, will I look pretty enough? I don't know. I recognize that. It's a not very nice feeling when you're not very sure what you're supposed to do in the camera. So for a long time, I was afraid of the camera as well. I thought I would never be pretty enough. I would always look silly. But after I got signed with a modeling agency, I understood that, okay, if I want to be good at this job, I need to remove my fear. And how do I do that? Well, I need to face my fears. I had to take different photos with different photographers. I had no choice.
Point one, face your fear.
Yes,
face your fear. You can write it down. Face your fear. So sorry to interrupt you, but
no,
it's just like this, yeah?
No, it's true. It's good to point it out.
Clear. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember the first times I was doing photo shoots with photographers, they could tell I was nervous. And it's very difficult to work with someone who is nervous because when you're thinking too much of how you look, the camera will catch it. And of course you will look at it later and think, oh, I don't look good. After a while you start thinking, you know what, maybe I just don't look good in cameras. I am not photogenic. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. But that's not true. Photographers I've met, they said to me that they have met girls who are beautiful, 10 out of 10 beautiful, and you would think that they would look just as beautiful, if not even more beautiful in the camera, just because they're beautiful. But that's not true. Many of these beautiful girls were also very insecure. And the moment a camera came up, they would get nervous and freeze up, and they could not take a good photo.
Okay, so you mean, beauty is an attitude.
It's an attitude, yeah. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are. Beauty does not mean photogenic.
Okay.
Like your appearance wise. And then the photographers they've said, and then they have met girls who look average looking. And you would think there's nothing special about her, but the moment you take a photo of her and you look at the photo, wow. Is this the same person? What's the difference? The average girl, she had confidence. She was relaxed.
Okay, so confidence is also...
Yes.
Yeah?
When you are... And being relaxed is really important. And when I heard this from the photographer, the different photographers, I started thinking, okay, I need to be relaxed. How do I do that? And I started making little stories in my head when I would take photos with photographers. I would try to imagine myself that I'm in front of my boyfriend or with my friends. And then I would force myself to look at the photos later with the photographer. Sometimes there'll be many embarrassing photos. I thought, oh, I don't look pretty there. Oh, I don't look pretty there. And then suddenly there'll be one photo that looks, wow, I look amazing here. Is this how I look? Yes, this is how I look. And then suddenly another funny photo would come. And that's when I realized a photo is just a moment. It's a picture of you in the moment. You don't look like that moment 24/7. So the photo of you where you look maybe like this, yes, that is you, and that is how you look, but in that moment, not all the time. You need to understand that every photo you take, that's not how you look all the time. So once you can understand that it's just a captured moment, then you're on to a good start. That you don't need to be as scared of the camera.
Okay, so we have multi-phases. I mean, let's
have, like, every little movement I do right now when I'm speaking, if someone's going to take photos, thousands of photos of me while I am talking, of course, many of them are going to look funny. But in the video, probably people think, oh, she looks pretty sitting there talking. But then someone takes a photo in the middle of me talking, maybe I have my mouth open, like this. It's gonna look, of course, it's gonna look awkward. It's gonna look funny.
So you would say, like, taking distance of yourself?
Yes, I think it's really important that you need to be able to. I put it this way: in order to feel better confidence and remove your fear of the camera, you need to be able to laugh at yourself. We take ourselves much too seriously. We think that we have to always be beautiful and look good all the time, but that's not true. We need to be able to, yes, hey, look, here's a funny photo of me. Haha, I look like a potato. That's funny.
Not too hard on myself.
No, don't be too hard. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. You can joke with yourself, but in a loving way. Like, haha, because you know you're, like, I know I am pretty. So why do I need to be scared of people thinking that I'm ugly just because someone took a photo of me with my eyes like this? So I can laugh at myself, like, I look funny here. That's the difference. I don't look funny. I look funny there in that photo.
Okay, so let's say that main point is be friend of yourself to yourself. Be friendly. Be your best friend.
Be your best friend in that way. Like we laugh with our best friends, don't we? We like to make fun of each other when we do silly things. The same thing you should do with yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So. So you would say that attitude is important, your attitude to take yourself from a distance, see yourself from a distance, be your best friend, and would you say that is self-love reflects on the camera?
It does. It definitely does. The camera does not lie when it takes the photos of how you are feeling. Like I collect all of the photos I've been taking in different photo shoots, and I can see a very big difference from the first photos I took compared to the ones that I took maybe just a couple of days ago with a recent photographer. And some of the photographers I have met again that maybe I have not seen for months, and they have told me themselves, wow, you've gotten so much better at this. You are a lot more relaxed. You are acting from your own ideas. In the beginning, it was very robotic because I did not know what to do because I was thinking too much of how I looked. The photographers had to tell me step by step what I had to do. Oh, please put your head up, put your hand behind you, and then it becomes robotic because I don't know what to do. But now, because I've been practicing so much, I do automatically.
Okay, very good.
You feel relaxed. Okay, we're just going, because you need to just think, people are not going to take photos of you. You need to think, okay, we're going to take photos of me in the park. What do I do in a park? I go for walks. I relax. Maybe I'll lean against a tree. Do what I usually do when I'm in the park. The only difference is there's a person with a camera there.
So at the end of the day, everything comes back to self-love.
Yes, it
being
does.
Confidence. Okay. So what would you say to especially young girls or not that young, how to love yourself, how to become more confident? How to become? This is actually the major subject in life. I mean, it should be the major subject at school. I mean, no matter how intelligent IQ you have, I mean, you have to be confident. Otherwise, life will be not that good. I mean, so how would you how you got your confidence? How would you which advice would you give to young girls, especially because I think women, we have a lot of pressure on us. You have to be beautiful, you have to be young, you have to look good, you have to be everything, you know. So at the end of the day, we have a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So how to become more confident as a young woman, as a woman?
Yeah, as a young woman, I would say first we need to look into the stuff that we all have, things that we are the most insecure about of ourselves. For me, first, it was my height, let's say.
She's very high.
I'm pretty tall. I am 184 centimeters tall. And but that doesn't stop me from wearing heels, because I know it makes my legs look nice. But when I was a teenager, I used to feel very bad about it because I thought I was not feminine looking enough. Because I was tall, I thought, oh, I have to try and curl up and to look shorter, or else I look too big and scary. And that was a first thing you need to do. I would say we all have that one thing that we are insecure about, but we can't change it. So instead of trying to hide it, you embrace it. Once you learn to embrace it,
so now, number one point, accept the things you cannot change.
Yes, accept the things you cannot change. And you need to be realistic with yourself. Accept the things you cannot change, and also accept the fact that this might sound a little bit harsh, but this is very important. There will always be people out there who are much more prettier, smarter than you. But the same thing goes the other way around. There will be people who are less prettier than you or less smarter, and there's nothing wrong with that. There will be all types of people, and your focus should not be them. Your focus should be on yourself. You need to stop comparing yourself
to other people.
Yes, exactly.
Only to yourself.
Yes, I have a rule. The only thing you should compare yourself with is to compare yourself with the person that you were the day before.
Good tip.
Only compare yourself with your past self and see how much you have changed with time. Not with your sister, not with your teacher, your friend. They're changing as well. No one stays the same. We keep changing. So use yourself as a reference.
Very good, because people try to change. I think the problem that many people feel merciful is because they compare to other people.
Yeah, and you cannot be. I think it's harder to improve as a person if you are comparing yourself to other people. We don't know what struggles those people have been through to get where they are now. Maybe they are still struggling, and we think, oh, they're perfect, they're doing everything right, but to that person, they feel they're not doing right.
Yeah. Okay, so very interesting. Thank you very much. I would like you to just to the people listening, could you just resume what you said? I mean, how to become fear in camera, how to be more confident.
Absolutely. So if you want to get rid of your fear of the camera, it's going to take a while, but be patient. Everything takes time. It doesn't have to be done in one day or a week. If it takes weeks, okay, no problem. Months, okay, no problem. It can even take years. Just keep going. First, you need to face the fear, which is your fear of the camera. When you feel that camera on you, if you're at a party, an office meeting, and someone says, picture time, don't try and hide. Just feel, okay, do what you think you would do. If you don't want to smile at the camera, fine. Just keep talking or whatever, but don't hide. And if you see the photo later and you look funny in it, whatever. That's not how you look all the time. Face your fears. Try and be there when the camera is around. Don't hide. And step 2, I would say, like I said before, learn to laugh at yourself. Don't take yourself so seriously. You know yourself how you look. You see yourself in the mirror every day. That is how you look. When at least looking there. No one is going to always be straight like this in the camera. It could be like here, or there, or even like that.
Yeah, good. And to become more confident, just very quick.
To be a lot more confident. That was pretty much just to. Wait, what did I say?
No, I mean like being confident. How to become more confident?
Well, I learned to accept what you might consider your flaws.
Exactly.
Your flaws might be your strengths, actually. In my case, it's my height. I used to be ashamed of it, and now I'm happy about it.
So acceptance is the key.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic because you see, I mean, all these principles we use in holistic coaching, you can even use if you want to be a top model, if you want to work as a pastry, she likes also cakes, amazing. So in any part of your life, you always have to love yourself. Yeah. So thank you very much. Please, if you like this video and you want more like this, thumbs up. And if you like it, I will be very happy if you subscribe. I will put my online course down. I mean, and I think she will come back because she's a very, very nice girl. Okay, and thank you very much. Please leave your comments below and just share so it comes to more people. And you, would you like to say goodbye? Yeah?
Well, just thank you for listening and hope to see you on Instagram. Be happy to talk to people. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
By the way, I leave her contact details down also. Okay, so hasta la vista, babies.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao, hasta la vista.